Hey, it's Samantha Creative Gardener, and I wanted to show you how the pomegranates are coming on. Now, this was one of the first plants that fruited. It fruited when I planted it. It grew really quickly. I'll show you the first to the garden, and it fruited within 6-7 months of me planting it, and it was just like that was a real kind of confidence booster for me in the garden. And they've just been growing, and I've allowed them to grow pretty much for some of them where they decide to grow, or where the birds have decided to place the seeds. And there's an issue that I'm finding. Well, one's a good thing, and one is like, I'm not sure what's happening. So for some of them, and you'll see in some of the other plants, they've been splitting. So the parakeets really love that. they can actually split with their beaks. So I've left some of them for the birds because I know the birds like them as well. One of the is it unusual? It's unusual for me. I've never seen it before. Like, look at those flowers. There's like 4. There's going to be 4 fruit on that one piece. Like, I'm used to seeing it just one flower, but for some of them there's 2 or 3 or 4 even. Look at that, multi flowered. So this particular patch is one that I planted myself. I wanted to have like just a kind of semi-wall of pomegranates. This was the only space that was available at the time, so I thought, let me just put them here and see how they do. And they've been fine. This one popped up, so I said, okay, we'll just see how you're doing. But it's actually, well, you're not in the way. I wouldn't say that you're in the way, but when you get bigger, it's going to be an issue. So I've been keeping this one low. I had cut this one. I wanted to take at least 2 feet off the top. Again, I want to keep it low so that it's manageable and that I can reach the fruit, because I do have others. Let's just go and spin this way. So this one, I allowed it to just take off, and the only one that can get the fruit is the parakeets or the birds. But the problem I'm seeing is that they're splitting even before they're ripening. Don't know whether you can see. Let's look at this one. Look, it's just splitting. And then, I mean, obviously that's good for the birds because they can have easy access, but it's not so good as if most of them are doing that, I won't be getting any pomegranates. So we've got, this has got lots and lots of flowers on it, but we also have quite a bit of flower droppage. I noticed it the other day and it was just like, why is there so many flowers on the ground? But they're so pretty. But the pomegranate has got some amazing benefits, and I will leave the details in the description and on my Patreon account. You can go and have a look at the I share the videos there and more detail. But if you become a patron, then you get access to behind the scenes information. Let's go and look at some of the smaller ones. We'll see the mother plant. So this is the mother. Every now and again a bird lays its builds a nest here. That's the remnants of one just there. Okay, so where the birds have ate, we've got all these little baby pomegranate plants, and I'm actually thinking I might just let them grow a bit bigger and just keep them as a semi-hedge that fruits, because they seem to like it here. And we've got some over here. What I found when I first tried to move some of the plants is that they didn't like it, and they died. So let's go and see. Got a couple more that has sprung up around the garden. We've got this one here. I have got two that I went to the store in the UK, and I had a couple of seeds with me. The fruit from those pomegranates were deep red. It was beautiful, and so it was just like, I've got to have this. Here's another one that the birds decided should go here. So there's two trees here. So again, I'm keeping this low, because we know how tall they can get. I just want it to spread out a bit. We've got this tree above it. I'm still trying to find its name. And yeah, so we've got one here. Again, this is the birds doing. But I'm leaving it here because I didn't have anything here. I had turmeric, but it died down, and oh no, it's coming back there. But yeah, I didn't really have anything here, so I was just like, okay, you can stay. This is one of the English ones. It's in the wrong position because there's so much shade, but it is growing. I don't want to move it just in case it just upsets it and dies. I want to see the fruit from this, but it's taken a while, and I know it's because it's not getting enough sunlight. So either I chop back this magnificent plant, might not have to even chop it back that much, just strategic branches, and just repot them elsewhere so that this one can get a bit more light. And then the other UK one I've got, so I'd planted about 50 seeds or 40 or a few seeds anyway, but only 2 survived. So this is the other one. So this has a bit more sunshine. So I'm encouraging that one to do better. And then there is just, random ones popping up that, okay, you can grow. It's a little tiny one there. But that's the pomegranate. As I say, the fruit that I get, it's not deep red, it's kind of like a pinky colour, but they are fairly sweet. And I've had some really sweet ones. It's been really great. Oh, look, we've got another one over here. When did you get here? So yeah, at the moment I've not been planting any new plants. I've just said, okay, what's already here that wants to come up now, and we'll see if you're in the right spot. And I've just been moving where I need to, moving somewhere I need to. I do have some seeds though, like for some chamomile and some vegetable seeds, but it's finding the right spot for seeds. I seem to be doing a lot better taking cuttings than putting seeds in the ground. But yeah, that's the garden, and that's the pomegranate. And as I say, we've got several around the garden, and I'm just allowing them to grow because of their benefits. It's just good to have as many fruit-bearing trees and medicinal plants as you can. So we're getting there. All right, you take care, and I'd love to hear about your garden and what's growing and what successes you're having. So take care for now.